Hello friends, welcome to Miss Lori's craft room. I'm going to show you guys how to make a cabbage rose. Alright, so this is a smaller one I made. Some of you probably saw that on the Deep Design Space Facebook page. And this is the one we're going to make today. I wanted to make one a little bigger that would be appropriate for some wedding bouquets. So I'm going to also show you how to put it. I put it on a dowel. But this is what we're going to do is also going to apply that you could put it on wire. Okay, so the cut we're using today is from Design Space. It's from the subscription, so anybody can get a hold of it. It's no big deal. Okay, so I will include the file that I've created for this in the description. Okay, so let me tell you the things you're going to need. You're going to need 3 small, 3 the next size, 3 the next size, and then 2 large. Okay, and as I said, this is a larger flower, so when you get the file, you can size your petals accordingly. Okay, so if you want a smaller one, just shrink everything down a bit. So just use your, use your own judgment. You guys are smart out there. You don't need me to tell you exact sizes. Okay, then you're going to need some ink. This is Close to My Heart ink. I love their ink. It lasts forever. This one's cranberry, but we're using a pink paper, so I wanted something that really had some real contrast. Okay, I use Daubers. You can get Daubers at on Amazon for like $25 for a really good price. And then I store my Daubers in this nice container. You can get this on scrapbook.com. I don't remember how much it was. But it's great. Daubers are fabulous. I use Daubers because I like to control the ink. You can take the ink like this and just apply it this way, but you're going to get, I don't know if you guys can see this, but you'll get a lot. You can see this is really soft and this is a lot more harsh. So it's completely up to you how you apply the ink. Okay, so you need some kind of tool to distress because you need to break down the fibers in the paper. This has a large ball and a smaller ball. Mine is broken, so I have it taped to a popsicle stick to keep it working. But you also can use the end of a tool. Okay, you can use the end of your spatula. It works just as well without having to spend any money. The kit that this comes in, though, is a really great kit. It comes with great tweezers, great scissors. It comes with another necessary thing that you need. You need some kind of thick mat that's soft. This is comes in the kit, the distressing tool, Sizzix distressing tool kit on Amazon for $21.99. It's fabulous. It comes with a couple other things too. So you also can use your mouse pad. You don't have to use this, or you could use foam, but this is really thick, as you can see, so you're going to get super good results. And then today in this one, because we are going to put this on something, you're going to need an X-Acto knife. You don't have to have this to make the flowers. This is just for what we're going to do today. And I'm going to use some Aleene's Turbo Tacky glue, and we're going to use floral tape. Okay, and I think that's all the tools. So let's get started. So we're going to take all of our petals. I've done mine ahead of time, but I'm going to show you all how to do it because not everybody knows how to do this. Okay, so you take your ink, take your dauber, get it inky, and I am pretty heavy-handed with the ink. You can do it as subtle as you want, so you can just do the tips like this, which is really subtle, and there's such a glare in here. Let's see if I can turn that down, see if that'll help. So that's really subtle, but you can do it a lot more and get more. So it's completely up to you. Now on this particular flower, I have inked both insides, just the edges, okay? I just went around and inked the tips because even though you don't see the inside so much, I think it gives it a lot more depth to have ink on both sides. So I'm just going to do that. And a lot of times I will not ink before I distress it, but on this one, because you have to do the inside, I did ink before. So I'm going to close this up so it doesn't get dried out. Okay, so then you're going to take your pad, and this particular paper is from Joann's. It's in their single sheets. If you get it on sale, it's like 20 cents a sheet. This is a pink, a shade of pink. You can do this in any color. This one was done with their cream paper that you get in their packs, and I inked it with a really soft kind of gray, I don't know what, it's just a super soft kind of off pink. So completely up to you what you do. So you're going to take, I'm just going to show you, I'm going to show you both ways. So this is the tool. My tool is broken, but it still works. This is the smaller end. I'm going to use the smaller end because I really want to crush the ends. So what we're doing is we're breaking down the fibers in the paper, and that's what will make it look like a real live rose. Okay, so you're gonna go all along the edge of this, and you'll be able to see, hopefully, that, see how it's working? It's breaking the fibers down. You're just gonna go all along the edge of every petal, and it's gonna cause it to cup in. And that's what we want, because that makes it look lifelike. Okay. Okay, so now not only do we want to break the fibers down, we want to break the middle. So I'm going to change to the big tip, and I'm going to really do it hard. Okay, so I'm just going to go like this. I'm breaking it down, and see how it's cupping? See, now look, so we went from flat to this beautiful little cupped flower. Okay, so I've already distressed all my parts so that you don't have to watch me do that because it's really boring. Okay, so the very first one we're going to do, this is the only one you do this on, is I'm going to take my Aleene's Turbo Tacky. You can use whatever glue you like, of course. I like this because it dries really fast and I don't have to sit around holding it. Okay, so I'm just doing this for the first part. Oh yeah, I'm using my hot glue gun. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, just kind of not at the tips, but kind of inside. And then I'm going to do the same thing it's about 1/4 inch down. And we're only going to do this for the first petal. Okay, and so you're going to get glue on your hands, but you'll live. Okay, so you're just going to push and push and push until all the petals form your center. Okay, because this is a cabbage rose. This particular rose we're making is really a tight little rose. It's all the petals tight. So see, this is going to be your very center. And you can see how that did it. Okay, so we just need to hold it for a minute because we want it to stay. Okay, and if you want to make it looser, let it go a little bit. Okay, so then we're going to put my lid back on because the stuff dries up because it dries fast. Then we're going to use hot glue. I love hot glue, it's amazing. So you're just going to put it quite, I'm going to mushing it around in there, kind of spread it kind of out. Then I'm going to take the center and I'm going to squish. Okay. So you're going to do a lot of squishing on this flower. And this, I'm using really hot glue, so I just give it a minute. See? Okay. So if you want it to stay in, you can go ahead and use more glue on the inside of your petals, but it doesn't have to be that tight, but it's up to you. Okay? And so then I'm going to put, sorry guys, I'm still getting used to where the camera is. See how I'm kind of bringing the glue out to the petals a little bit? That will help it. Okay, and so I'm going to kind of offset, so make sure that where this seam is, where the petals meet, I'm going to put it on a petal. Don't stick your hand in your glue, you'll scream. Then you're going to squish. I think I might have waited too long, but hopefully it's still hot enough. Kind of cold in here because I got my air blasting. Okay, so I'm squishing it in. And it's okay to squish it. It's going to pull it out, okay, because it'll come back out. So you can control it. Okay, one more of the small ones. Oh, you know what I did? I didn't glue. I missed a small one, but that's okay. We'll just set that aside and keep going with our next size up. You can see it's not going to make that big of a difference. Once again, offsetting the seam of the flower. And squishing it together. Okay. All right. So, okay. So then we're going to just keep going. We're going to just do this to every petal. And I am going to go ahead and film it so you guys can just see it. Because I'm not going to, honestly, I don't know how to stop it and keep going. So we're just going to keep going. Okay. Squish again. Okay, so now we've done all those. We're going to jump up to the next size. Okay. Exactly the same thing. And you guys probably know by now I love making flowers. I love being able to take a piece of paper and turn it into something gorgeous. So pretty much each one of these bigger flowers take a whole sheet of paper. So it's going to cost you like 20 cents. So that's just much cheaper than if you went to the flower store and got flowers for your bouquet or for your wedding decorations. Okay. Ooh, stuck my hand in it. I'm sure all of you who use hot glue have been burned millions of times, like I have. Okay. And let me give you a clue. Okay, so if you haven't ever used hot glue, you'll see that when you use hot glue, you get a lot of strings. If you could see from my glue gun to where I'm working, I have little strings. If you've never used that, how you can get rid of that is you can use a hair dryer or your heat gun, and you can melt those right away. Because you can see right here, you probably can't see it because the camera, but there's little bits of hot glue. Well, if you use your heat gun or your hair dryer, that's just going to melt and you won't even see it. It's so cool. Okay, see, I've got glue everywhere. All right, one more of the middle ones of the next almost large size. Okay. And if it's up to you. If you don't want them all squishy like I'm doing, leave them open. You can leave it more open, but you can see, look at that beautiful flower we're getting. It's just turning into such a beautiful flower. Okay. We're on the last two petals. I'm probably not going to squish the last two up so much because I want it to be maybe a little more open, but we're not sure. So we'll see. It's up to you. See how pretty that is? One more. Last one. Okay. Okay, so I am not going to squish the last one. I'm going to leave it open. Look at that. So we took just one sheet of paper and turned it into this beautiful, beautiful flower. Look at that. It's so beautiful. Oh my word, I love it. So if you wanted this to be glittery, you could get some glitter spray, spray it with some glitter spray. It would be so pretty, or take some glitter and touch the edges. Okay, so as I said, we were just going to show you how to get it on this to make it a bouquet. Okay, so what I did, I took my X-Acto knife and I just went like this, and I made a hole with a stick. Okay. Okay, and you can see the stick. If I'm in the camera, you can see it. Stick fits in there. You can make it even deeper if you want. Okay, so then what I did was I took one of my petals, and this is kind of a bigger one. I probably would have used a smaller, but this is what I have left. So what I'm going to do, cut off one of these petals, is I'm going to use this. This one is, of course, this one is too big. So, okay, so I'm going to use this to create the cover. So like on a flower, you know how that has the, where it's attached to the, the flower. I'm going to make it so that I have somewhere to put the tape. Okay, so I'm going to get some hot glue. And I'm just going to glue these petals. And see how I bent it up? See, I bent it up so it's like that, okay? And then I'm going to do the same one on this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it, and I'm going to leave a hole in the middle so that you have a place to put your stick. And don't lose it like I just did. Okay. Oops, I went the wrong way. Okay. So you can see that I made a cone. That's what I need to say, cone. Okay, so then I'm not going to do this part here because it takes a little bit for the hot glue to dry. So what I would do is I would stick this hole in here, and I would fill inside there and around the outside with hot glue. If you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but I put a whole bunch of glue on the outside too to build it up. So it's really, if you can see, it's really sturdy. Okay, so then, now I made this flower. This leaf is a little small for this, okay? But if you can see, hopefully you can see it. Here, I'll lay it down. Sorry guys, I'm still just getting used to this camera. So you can kind of see how that goes like that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue this on because then it will be stuck. And then we can put on our tape. See, I'm going to glue it, and I'm going to put the stem up on this stem. Okay? Okay. So you can see how pretty that is. Look how beautiful that is. Okay? Okay, so if you've never used, this is brown, usually I'd probably use green, but this is what I bought. This is floral tape. If you've never used it, it doesn't feel sticky, but when you stretch it, it sticks to itself. So what you're going to do is you're going to start up here at the top. Let me see if I can show you. And I'm going to put my finger, and I'm going to stretch this tape. I'm going to hold it tight, and I'm going to start spinning. I'm going to spin it, and then I'm going to spin this all the way down. And you can't tell, but I was stretching it. Okay, so look at how beautiful that is. Look at how nice. So this would make so beautiful. You could stick it in a vase, or anything. I don't have a vase right here. I should have had a vase, but I don't. So we're gonna. Isn't that beautiful? So if you have any questions, you can email me or message me, and I will on the Design Space. And I will try to help you any way I can. Okay? And thanks for watching my videos. I sure appreciate it. And have a great day.